have this Harvey Weinstein weird shit happen. You have this Epstein shit happen. You have this Diddy shit happen. You have like all kinds of other things get leaked that are like weird in between. And like all of these people have like, there's all this constant weird, creepy shit going on. And then they're all gonna get together and talk down to me about who I should vote for. Fuck no, I don't want to hear from them. That's the last person I want to hear from.
We've received a job
Of
from the
all
Rubicon
the things I don't want to hear from, that's at the top of the list. They don't even give a lot of reasons. Yeah, and they're trying to be like, this is the Avengers. Like, I thought Thanos was better anyway. Fuck it. I say it. I agree with Thanos. He was right.
Kind of person who'd want to do either profession is probably a narcissist. No one wants to hear what they have to say, but they'll let you know anyway. A celebrity can tell someone how to act and not realize that their audience becomes
Main
buzz
system
if an adult
activating
Andy
combat
opened
mode.
incognito mode for a third time tonight.
Commence mission. I've estimated the target's position based on the data we received. Sending results now.
Something inauthentic, and that's how people see the Hollywood type
Watch
of
out for the
celebrity.
surveillance entities. If they get a read on you, this operation is over.
People hate a lot of
If
street.
you pick up a capture camera tracking it, take cover or quickly destroy it.
Is that street gangs become increasingly more famous. I think it was really bad
There's a lot of
during
surveillance entities.
everybody had to have the
Right,
same opinion.
check to see
Now
where they're
it's gotten
deployed.
a lot better. But like it was really, really bad then. And I gotta be honest,
Making this way.
I have been one of those rat streamers that pretends to be a good person to get exposed for being an absolute fucking psychopath. That is
Camera's
really
tracking you.
good. I love it. Name one? I don't know. Actually, what was that one guy that said he was gonna bash his girlfriend's head through a wall? Like that's a good example. Like he got this one, Ratsu. Yeah, Ratsu's another one. Fuck. Let me think. I'm only gonna do people that are not good. Yeah, Ellen. Exactly. Like a streamer though.
Louis, Bane, fake. And there are more famous people now than there ever have been in history, thanks to me. But the kind of fame that
No
carries
sign of
weight
the
is
target,
what
it seems.
in a connected world.
Perhaps he's out on night watch.
The celebrity who can shift the culture isn't an actor anymore. It's not Robert
To
Downey
be
Look over
fair,
there.
John Cena.
Detected an AC in combat mode.
I like
That
John
must be
Cena.
Swinburne,
I like
the target. Target confirmed. It's Swinburne, the Vesper's
John
number
Cena's
7.
great.
This is our opportunity for an ambush. Let's go.
I thought now that it's been a couple weeks.
I
what
see.
happened-
Sarah. Tired old.
The election
Yeah.
What do you think you're playing at? Wait, you're not one of mine. Another ambusher?
People don't.
I don't know who put you up to this, but clearly you need to be disciplined. No. I'm Swinburne. I can't lose.
That's just the truth.
What? Let's not do anything hasty. You realize I lead the Vesper 7th Squad, which means I hold the purse strings.
Class,
Every single
day
transaction goes
with
through
an empty
me.
backpack. He'd leave class.
Let me go,
every
and you'll
day.
still come out on top.
Backpack was full.
Understand?
Gaber is a bold,
Got like
young,
7.
up-and-coming company that's already reached 2 million customers in 100
You're quick on it. Good you go! Who taught you to?
but with the projector extremely close. Gaber sent me one of their TV projectors from
Confirmed.
and
Target
these
destroyed.
projectors are a home entertainment experience. First impressions, I appreciate the quality and accuracy. Feels like you're getting it.
I have a question.
It's a lightning fast setup and very user-friendly.
The way you dealt with him,
Take off
did Walter teach you that?
the built-in Google TV, or simply screen and bam, you're up and running. And then the startup quickly autofocuses the screen for you. After that, I put on one of my favorite movies, and away we go. The projector is silent, the visuals are clear in full HD, and the audio is powered by Dolby and 30-watt JBL speakers, which
Pretty good.
sound fantastic. Simply
How
said,
much
it's
is it?
provided so much fun having this kind of theater experience at home.
It's like
You're
400
changing our
bucks.
living room setup. This is a JBL
Yeah, how much?
speakers before, so I know their quality, and it's the same high-quality JBL experience here too. The Yaber projectors also use what they've called Nova Glow, next-level projector performance that achieves a better and brighter viewing experience. They offer multiple projectors to suit your needs,
700.
including the one I reviewed here. If Yaber piques your interest, they're available at my link in the description or Amazon, of course. Thanks to
In
Yaber
order
for
to handle-
sponsoring this video, and now back to it.
All right.
Disney is the biggest name in the film industry, so following trajectories of their most valuable intellectual properties means to also follow a trajectory of rejection. As soon as properties like Star Wars and the MCU saw a healthy dose of modern culture injected into their storytelling, both declined in quality to the point where leaks exist that they internally think Rey is their most valuable Star Wars asset. Somehow,
That's
Main
crazy.
system activating combat mode.
They really think that? That's like having your safest grenade. Like, I don't know if that's a good way to look at it.
they mean it unironically.
Got a
They
job
have
for you,
Darth Vader
621.
and Grogu, but, you know, Rey. But I digress.
Right.
Over the span of a decade, we dealt with terrible writing
I
that
don't think
assumes like Rey, to real-world defense from the media with cries of various phobias towards
Oh,
fans,
God.
revealing a through line from Last Jedi in 2017 to Disney's apology this year with Deadpool and Wolverine. And there's so much that happened in between those two movies, it's hard to pick a low light. She-Hulk is definitely up there.
Main
Disney
system
wasn't alone in
activating
releasing
combat
something
mode.
with the hand of DEI on it. Rings of Power, anyone?
Commence mission.
From across the industry, but that's
Destroy the old sensor at the end of the underground tunnel.
so rapidly, it was jarring.
This place
While
may
was
be
happening,
derelict,
celebrities had
but it
social
won't be
media
left
diving
undefended.
into their veins,
Keep your guard up,
seemingly
621.
never taking a day off.
Code 1-5, unaffiliated AC. Attack? Why?
I don't know why. Here's the thing, is like if you're a celebrity, you're an actor, like that doesn't really give you
Watch your
any
step.
sort of like real insight.
There's a faint coil response coming from
Like
the bottom.
now there are
It
actors
must be
that are
linked to an
involved in
underground
that,
vein.
but Arnold Schwarzenegger became the governor.
Gun 13, come in, Raven.
Kane, the
ECA ground forces are headed your way earlier than planned.
the wrestler who came
Make sure they stay busy. You
But
know
I
what to
don't
do.
wanna just hear
Over and out.
somebody talk about this for no reason.
You heard him, 621. Destroy the target. Get out of there.
Ventura became a rescue, yeah, he was a rescue engineer. And, yeah, Minnesota. But, like, being a celebrity doesn't give you insight into politics. Trying to, and like social media people that are trying to virtue signal on the right side, constantly getting it
That's
wrong.
the target.
Like,
It's
because they don't
protected
know,
by a
like,
basic
what can they
shield.
post.
Target destroyed. Mission accomplished.
Coil response is getting stronger.
A coral surge. That shouldn't have been enough to... 621. Pull out. Now. Don't touch the coral current. Your armor can't take it.
Code 1-5, target AC spot.
Gun 13, Raven. What's going on? How's that trip? Report your status.
We can answer that later. Get out now, 621.
See that, It's like you wouldn't have a bunch of rich people that
Code 31C.
are like,
What's the system verdict?
How exactly? You're almost to ground level. Hurry, Raven.
AP at 50%.
Straight up.
Even though these
AP
people
at
already signed these
50%.
bullet points because it got them their social credit amongst their bosses.
Yeah, of course.
The reported $10 million that Beyonce
The
was
coil's coming.
621. Don't fall behind.
that's insane.
No repair kits remaining.
That's a Democrats.
You made it. Somehow.
Yeah.
This job's
With the
finished.
results of immigration.
Head
video.
back and rest, 621.
Yeah.
One misstep, and that
yeah, we
coral
did.
surge would have swallowed you whole.
Yeah, and I
Raven,
feel like that didn't
must
really
you
turn out
always
too
put your
well
life
for
on the
David
line?
Cross. I feel like that was really not a good outcome. Yeah, didn't sing. Yeah, exactly. She didn't even sing. Damn.
Also a fucking lot. It came off as self-righteous.
It
Instead
is.
of urging people to get out and vote, it was to get out and vote for a specified
Loud
candidate.
white men for Kamala.
Hard to say.
Victor, don't.
Whenever I see this, I always wonder to myself, I'm like, is this the way black people feel when, like, people try to tokenize them? Is this kind of like how some of y'all feel? Like, I wonder, right? Or like Hispanics or like Latino people, is this how y'all feel? Because I saw this, like, it's kind of weird. Like, it didn't really bother me that much, but I was like, it's weird.
Red squeak.
Yeah. Oh.
That they deemed best for you.
Yeah.
Well, if your pick for president loses, I advise you not to follow in Rachel Zegler's footsteps.
What'd she do?
Who's Rachel Zegler, you ask? Don't
What'd she
give me
do?
an excuse to play the best B-roll of Zegler cringe in town.
I'm a narcissist. Original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so.
Okay.
There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah, girls love that. They love that shit. You go look at Twilight. What are you talking about? Yeah, they're really into weird. Like, we trying to act like this is something that girls don't like. Girls love weird shit like that. The only thing that would have made it better is if the person in Snow White was a bear and not a human. Oh wait, they did that. It's called Beauty and the Beast, and it was really popular. It still is. That's now that would have made it more popular. A big beefy bear, yeah, exactly.
Weird. And then it became like, I will elbow everyone out of the way to play the part. That people will assume is a love story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie, Andrew Burnap. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
I say, if I'm gonna stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
And we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's
See, this is like, whenever I see something like this, I always think to myself, I'm like, man, I wonder what your last 2 relationships were like. What's your relationship with your dad like? You know, like, because that's what I always think about. Because I feel like people that have these, that act this way, I feel like in a lot of cases, it's like this like chip on their shoulder, unresolved personal trauma, something to prove, you know, that kind of shit, right? They're taking a movie so seriously. Yeah, exactly. What's wrong with wanting to be saved by a prince? Well, what you have to understand is that, for some reason, society has brainwashed girls into thinking that being a traditional housewife and being a mother is somehow lesser than working in an office. Like anybody knows, if you've been raised by a stay-at-home mom, which basically I was, that how enriching of a good thing that is. But I guess these people didn't have that happen. Yeah, it's a trick. Yeah, exactly. And so it's sad. It really is. It's real sad. Family principles. Yep.
dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
Ooh.
As that reminder informed you, Zegler isn't new to saying the correct right-think talking points about her own films, as well as whatever personal hills she has to die on in real life. After her chosen candidate lost, she posted on Instagram what she
I found
probably
myself speechless in the midst of another 4 years of hatred leading us towards a world I do not want to live in. Leading us towards a world that it will be hard to raise my daughter in. Leading us towards a world that will force us to have a baby that she doesn't want. Jesus, I shouldn't be shocked, but I am. I'm heartbroken for my friends. Then go to Mexico, go to Canada. Get out. If you don't like it, get out. Or do a better job in the next 4 years.
It's almost time, Raven. Let's head over.
Like, yeah, if you don't like it, that's fine.
Hopefully the dozers won't be too dosed up on cool to make an appearance.
She concluded her rant by saying she wishes anyone who doesn't agree with her political leanings never know peace. As soon as it was
did she really say that?
What she probably thought was poetic, but was actually...
I support Ethel Kane. I don't know who that is. Statement more than anything made Trump supporters and
Main system activating combat mode.
We started without you, tourist. Get to your position.
Is that...
We did arrive as scheduled. I suppose they include your lunch. Confirmed. First enemy wave destroyed.
We're all set, Chief.
That's the
Commencing missile launch sequence.
is that the grab mirror, and this is what happens, is that...
Oh yeah,
I think
you
that
haven't
people
met.
have kind of weird taking the fuck over.
Chatty's our systems admin.
And they should know.
Doesn't talk
And
much,
here's the
but he
thing,
knows
is
his
that
stuff.
I
Anyway,
just think that
no
it's
time for
ironic,
pleasantries.
yeah. Keep
He's got
calling us
coyotes to
racist,
deal
might
with.
just act racist, yeah. You
Never
wanna
thought
call
they'd
people
end up
terrible,
palling
eventually
around
they're
with the
gonna act terrible.
PCA. Smart, but not for long.
YouTube fodder.
Here comes the second wave. Keep the fireworks safe.
They're coming from the front left side. Intercept Raven.
That's what I like to see, tourist. I almost pity the poor fools.
Live-action Snow White is delayed yet again, I'm certain of it. No, but delayed or not, she was forced to issue an apology, which was surely written by her agent, a company of Disney's PR team. The apology actually uses capital letters. A person who desperately needs good PR and make film.
They just can't rush. Like, I mean, if she caused trouble like that, there's plenty of dumb, pretty good.
They're coming from the bridge.
Look at all those coyotes. Don't let them slip past you. Feeling antsy, tourist? The anticipation's half the fun. We want our guests to enjoy this.
Third wave coming from the bridge. These machines look different.
Toy box next. One of our spicier products. Take them out first.
And it causes them to lose. Like, cause like they're gonna be okay with losing money. But
Missile launch sequence at 50%.
Chatty's almost ready.
Now that
Don't
we're all
fail us
caught
now,
up, we can
tourist.
see exactly why all this happened. It's been covered at length at how
They're
accurate
coming from
launch
3 directions at once.
We got more toy box mechs. Don't let any through.
the past couple decades. They carry a lot of
We're ahead for reinforcements.
back in like the 70s.
Maybe ease off a little, tourist. There won't be anyone left to see the fireworks.
Who had to have gatekeepers. I mean, that's where you get the memes of the casting couch, right? It's because you had to let somebody had to let you into space. And so what people have seen happen is that the authenticity of that is all
ship.
class content.
Looks like the bigger dogs have arrived.
Lasers. Don't let it burn you.
Batter up, tourist. You've blown up a warship before, right?
CA warship destroyed.
That's the stuff. Thanks for the pre-show, tourist.
Here's the launch sequence. Complete, Chief. Ready when you are.
You're the best, Chatty.
A little bit, right?
You too,
But
tourist.
overall, I think that's what happens. the
Here
most.
come the
It's
fireworks.
simply best not to say anything. Well, I don't know about
Enjoy.
that entirely, but I think in a
Scumbags.
lot of cases it definitely is.
Tourist.
But
There is the
yeah,
predicted
I
impact
feel like
point.
there's been a lot of components and it is absolutely incorrect. What I don't get is the
Looks like
city
I was a little
direction,
off.
but you
Well,
support, but you only
close
make
enough is good
impact.
enough for me.
I've shit on plenty of people, and also I don't like.
Raven.
So basically, this is what I
They
don't
really
like.
are like fireworks.
I don't like forced messaging that you can't fight back against. Like forced dogmatic thinking that doesn't allow critical thought. And I think that right now there's a lot more versions of that are left wing. I think that, for example, like a right wing version of that was like they're eating the cats and dogs about the Canadian people, and I fought back against that a lot. And I got a lot of people mad at me for it too, because I thought it was stupid. What I really hate is when you don't let people think for themselves and you tell people what they can't think. That's what I don't like. And right now, I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of left-wing people that do that, and there's way more of them.
The ECM fog is going to...
But another is the nature of the theatrical experience. It's well documented that the theater industry is reliant on the big budget movies just as much as the movie studios. And with budgets ballooning and audiences flocking away from run-of-the-mill message-infused trash, two industries need a simultaneous revival stat. They have no box office
activating combat
anymore
mode.
because the industry is so reliant on property. Most stars in
Raven,
today's world
the
are only
ECM
stars
won't
so far as
interfere
they're
with our
attached to a
contact.
well-known character. There aren't
It's
really
actually
It
a
is
really good
affecting
point.
your lock-on
Yeah.
range. Keep an eye on your
Yeah,
surroundings.
this is a super, super good point.
Box office draws from the name only anymore. Even the few that were lovers in the past have some flops to go around. Please see Tom Cruise. Box office since its heyday is because those people started in films and the audience is in on the joke at this point. Before social media, celebrity antics were confined to award shows and interviews. Now they broadcast their lives in 24/7, exposing self-absorbed lifestyles, moral high grounds, and
See, this is why there's some people, like all of the celebrities that aren't on social media are the ones that generally are well liked. Like Henry Cavill,
This
basically
must be a
on
beacon
social
left by the
media,
survey drone.
doesn't really talk about basically
I'll use
anything.
markers to track
Doesn't
them.
comment
You can
on
use them
social
if you lose your
issues.
way.
He just says, "Hey, I'm Johnny Depp is another one. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves isn't out there tweeting all the time. It's the mystique. Well, it's more than just. It's. I don't think.
Normalization process.
Those seem to be city defensive overtones.
Yeah, we don't.
They must have stood watch
also
even after
they're
they were
now making
abandoned by their masters.
disconnected from reality. This constant stream of information hasn't humanized them. Politics, of course, aren't spared. Celebrities, they spew views.
I've located an ECM fog control device. See if you can access it.
Tim Allen's right-wing stance on Gina Carano controversy regardless. Questioning how this super bad to see. Someone once said Seth
Jesus, a 1%?
Confirmed.
Oh,
The control
shit,
device is
that's bad.
offline.
Wow.
Let's keep looking, Raven.
And also, by the way, there's a lot of YouTubers that do the same thing. Like, there's, like, PewDiePie is a great example. He doesn't
Intrusion attempt
post his
persisted.
opinion
Normalization process ends.
He
I
just
can't
posts a
find
video
any
every
data
once in a
on
while,
these.
and that's about it.
I'm sorry, Raven.
People
You'll have to
are
rely on your experience.
saturated with take.
Seth Rogen's the kind of guy who will climb a glass wall and sell it to the other side. Social media fuels celebrities' attention addiction. Viewing Hollywood as out of touch elitist. Most active individuals weren't millionaires, but public perception streams.
Second fog control device located.
writing in the movies, so if the writers are going to like it, more likely people are to listen to what you do. In some cases, yeah.
Current image problems
Confirmed.
persist.
Control device is silent. Let's find the next one.
Celebrities' constant self-promotion further erode public image. Their lives
Intrusion detected. Normalization process safety.
Social media's double-edged sword can expand while highlighting Hollywood. That's why the world leads to the It's not
I don't think it's guess who the good guys were?
AP at 50%.
From promoting racist films to the U.S. government scrubbing 1,500 scripts of anti-American content during World War II, Hollywood's history is rife with and celebrities have gone
AP at 30%.
for The Godfather, Marlon herself and gave her a chance to expose the industry's mistreatment. The audience is mixed reactions.
AP at 50%.
People respect it is because he was willing to forego a position. The reason why a lot of people don't like what celebrities do nowadays is that nowadays he would bring this girl up, not Marlon Brando, but somebody doing something equivalent, would bring this girl up and have her stand behind him while he accepts his award
We
or
might be
something
able to
like that.
extract its data. Let's take a look.
It's the ego that's attached to it. It's the pride.
Also, hilariously, some of Little
Wait,
Feather's family came
hostile
out and
readings.
say people were fraud and not actually native.
Normalization process B2.
Going back to
Deploy
what's
X.
authentic,
Fight back, Raven.
because they come
Left shoulder ammunition at 50%.
dream jobs, a content creator, TikToker,
Right shoulder ammunition at 50%. One repair kit remaining.
Like that shit was no joke. Like he had to lose a bunch of weight or like fucking they like put a ton of work into their acting. So yeah, exactly. And so being an idiot on the internet is definitely easier than being an actor. That kind of actor.
celebrities' desire for fame won't be leaving society anytime soon. But for celebrities,
Left hand ammunition at 50%.
because of the internet and the ability to have unfettered access to celebrities, a content creator is both an entertainer and a person that doesn't have to answer to the studio. Content creators
Well, and
don't.
people also think call it fake as well. That happens as well. Like it's not like content creators are like immune to this. It's just that it's like the newer version.
Have to say the right thing like a celebrity does. You have to fall in line. So podcasters and TikTokers are vastly more appealing to people because of the authenticity those platforms force them to have. Appeal is like authenticity. Instead of Brad Pitt or Arnold Schwarzenegger being the examples of popular male celebrities, the biggest is someone like Joe Rogan. Yes,
Which, to be fair, Joe Rogan was a celebrity. Everybody, like Joe Rogan
The drone.
everyman perspective.
Fortunately,
And
the
he
data
says
we
things
found
that a
helped
lot
to
of people
identify
think
where the
but
last
don't wanna
ECM
say.
device is.
The show
I've set a marker
sometimes-
for it. Let's check it out.
That's what I find most interesting. What celebrity is has been fundamentally changed. What people think of a celebrity
It's been a
has
long
changed.
time since we've been on a mission together without
Or
Walter.
Fox
The control device isn't going anywhere.
are the new mainstream.
Raven, that's the last of the control devices. We'll have Walter back after this.
Like a Rogan or even the president-elect. These legacy celebrities
That's
are
actually a
getting
good point. I feel like
6-2. Do you read me?
like if
Do you read me?
media
You've got
wasn't the
PCA
thing.
incoming.
Like if media was the way it
Pull out
was,
before they make this complicated.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
Right hand ammunition at 50%. Left shoulder ammunition at 30%. AP at 50%.
As we're complicating things. So much for subtlety. You'll have to fight your way out now. Take them down, 621. I'll clean up the mess.
Right shoulder ammunition at 30%.
I've identified some Xylem defenses we can co-opt. Try accessing it if you need support.
that they literally cannot get away from it.
AP at 30%.
This is every aspect of their interaction.
Left hand ammunition at 30%.
Yeah, it's there's no way it's getting corrected without people getting away.
Wearing it down. Finish it, 621.
Right hand ammunition at 30%. Right shoulder ammunition at 10%.
Trust the advantage, 621.
So,
You've come a long way since your crash landing on Rubicon. Shut up.
because movie stars eat into my market share, because now I have to pay them.
Left right shoulder ammunition AP at 50%.
Because if that happens, then they're going to cost more money. Stars use That's what I'm saying.
Looks like you did
But
it.
the IP doesn't guarantee
The
success.
ECM
That much is
fog's
obvious
clear
now.
too.
Yeah, but actors didn't either.
Now, my friend can get back to
Because
surveying.
people would come to the theater for the star. Since they don't anymore, they have to fit the star into the movie, and only one size kind of fits at a time. Whatever the current thing is at the moment. I mean, you have the biggest company in the business apologizing, going back to the well, and hey, Robert Downey Jr. is in the MCU again. All that sort of stunt casting does is reinforce my point about people not giving a shit about movie stars anymore. They don't doesn't get the problem.
No
Show you
new
the
method.
RDJ. Whether that works or not is an entirely other story for an entirely different day. We all called it. The self-aggrandizing people in Hollywood have managed to push away the very thing they crave most. Attention. GG's.
Yep, that's right. And I think that's like, this is the same reason why I think a lot of them will come back to Twitter too. Yeah, that's exactly it. Masters so blind. Yeah, exactly. They don't know why Hollywood's called Hollywood. It doesn't really matter like about any of that bullshit. Like nobody cares about that. Celebrities have a lot to lose if Trump releases the Epstein and Diddy list, so it makes sense that they fought hard to keep Trump out. Yeah, I guess so. We're just gonna replace one problem with another? No, you're definitely right. There's always, it's not like, oh, things are gonna be perfect in the future and now they're bad. Actors always sold movies by their name alone. Just hearing Stallone or Schwarzenegger were in a movie, enough was to sell it. No, I understand that, but all I'm saying is that I think that there's another component to it as well that has to do with like how many people are actually watching a movie for the IP also. Because like, for example, and I do want to say like with the Doctor Doom thing with Robert
Since the
Downey Jr.,
liberation for
I didn't even hear about this until he was the one who said it. So like, if it wasn't for Robert Downey Jr. doing this, I would have never even heard about the movie.
Main
So
system
I feel like
activating combat
stars do
mode.
have some degree of power. But the problem also is that
Commence
studios
mission.
and the greater Hollywood machine
Destroy
probably
the
doesn't want to have movie
PCASP
stars.
machine,
Because having
Cataphract.
movie stars means giving away
Cataphract incoming.
Code 2-3. Enemy AC confirmed.
Presently exchanging fire. Raid. Priority target original. You got some nerve showing up here. That leak of yours started all. Everything you let you want. You've made Rubicon Corporation's playground.
He absolutely did.
We had law and order under the PCA's watch.
Must be your license.
Disney
Or something
having
the
done
real
that.
Raven did. Nothing to worry about now, 621. Focus on the battle. Looks like the Cataphract's designers never expected a frontal assault. Keep hitting that sweet spot, 621.
AP at 50%.
Level 4, send me what you've got on priority target Raven. The combat simulator has been led. Who are you? Code 1-8. Whoever this is not Raven. Regardless, they're as much of a threat to the PCA, if not more. I don't know who you are, but you're dead.
Focus, 621. They're on their guard now.
No repair kits remaining.
I'll play it when it comes out. I'll definitely play it.
Flight ended.
I also firmly believe that
Code 5. Sending combat force requesting verification.
The Cataphract has been destroyed. Mission accomplished.
And that is me.
Forget about this Raven
This
character.
sounds like dialogue
License is
Space
always
Marine
trouble.
2 with them talking about chaos space moves.
What
But
are
they're
you
probably
and
talking
Walter
about
doing here
Thanksgiving.
in Rubicon?
What the fuck?
When you see people like that, because it means that their attitudes,
I mean, you see this, like, I mean, this is some crazy ass shit. Who gets you this mad to write like this? To talk like this?
are in the game. They directly drive the philosophy and attitude of the game.
Yeah.
So Matt Hansen is the art director of Avowed. Avowed is developed by Obsidian Entertainment and published by Xbox Game Studios.
Oh.
The game looks fine to me. I don't wish any ill will toward the game or Matt Hansen.
The game looks like it's going to be another 6 or 7. That's my opinion. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. It just looks like it's 6 or 7. Like, nobody can be thinking about this game by the time, you know, next year rolls around. It's going to be over. This is 6 or 7. That's my guess. I try to be honest. I'm always honest. I never lie. Except when I do.
So I want to make sure that we approach this from just a neutral position here and just describe what's going on and why it's pretty clear that the game is not going to sell well, and it's basically because of one person, because of Matt Hansen. So Matt Hansen has been throwing tantrums on the internet via social media, and I was going to write an industry speech. I was going to put on the suit until I investigated the situation further. So here's the suit. Sorry, but this topic is not deserving of the suit.
It's just embarrassing, bro. He's having a mental health moment. That's what it is. He's having a big, like, I wonder what he was thinking about yesterday. He eating Thanksgiving dinner, getting mad.
And tie. And the reason being is I do not punch down on children or people who lack the mental capacity to defend themselves were I to address them directly.
Oh,
I do not
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Direct professional critique towards people with mental health issues, And Matt Hansen fills all of that criteria. So I would feel really bad for directing. I do not know what pronouns Matt has selected for himself or whatever, but people who are unwell like him usually go...
How about unwell/unemployed? That's what they're gonna be soon.
By ma'am. So for the remainder of the video, I will be addressing Matt as ma'am, as I want to be respectful to Matt, and I don't want to get pronouns wrong in this situation. So for years, just a little bit of background, I've worked for years in disability services, in training and assessment.
Right.
I work directly with people with disabilities, whether that be physical or mental disabilities. So I'm uncomfortable critiquing this ma'am directly, as it would be akin to critiquing one of my previous clients with mental health disabilities.
I mean, that would be embarrassing. That's bad.
Mental disabilities. So the first point that we're going to make is this game has just lost a significant audience due to Matt Hansen.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because it looks...
It's like, at the end of the day, does this make people like the game more or less? Probably less. And you did that. He did that himself. Wow.
Decent. There are talented, hardworking people that have worked on this game that will not receive the praise that they deserve.
They're getting hate. They work their ass off on this game, try to do the best that they can. But because we got Baldy over there talking shit on Blue Sky, looking for them good bullet points, well, then they're going to get harassed. So, like, all those minorities that he loves so much, he likes putting them in the crosshairs because of his feelings. One bozo. One individual bozo.
The game will not sell anywhere near as well.
Yeah.
And there will be a negative stigma.
Yeah, people are gonna shit on the game. That's the reason. Is people are going to shit on the game. They're going to say it's bad. And, you know, like, that's about it. Yeah, they're going to shit on it for that reason. Working on a game for 5 years and an idiot speaks up about his racist agenda and ruins it for everybody? Yeah, that's about right. What about my fifis? Well, he getting his fifi. He's in his fifis right now. He deleted his Twitter. I never seen somebody delete their Twitter besides PewDiePie that was not of a sound mind. Like, PewDiePie is the only person who's deleted their Twitter, and I wouldn't say that it was because they went nuts. Everybody else that's deleted their Twitter, it's like you know, fucking, you're just trying to stay alive, bro. You're trying, yeah, Ellen, Mudahar, I guess, yeah, Mudahar did it. It's okay. Yeah, Pyromancer? I don't know, Pyromancer, he had some moments. I hope he's okay, though. I do like Pyro deep down, even though he and I have had disagreements in the past.
To this game, instead of just overall celebration, because of Matt Hansen, this ma'am's childish tantrums will only intensify as we get closer to launch and as the game launches. We have seen this time and time again.
Because he's eventually going to break.
Openly states that this ma'am set out to create a game to upset people who don't want games focused on gender superiority and identity politics. That is so difficult to say because of ma'am's...
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Why do you do this? How would you type this out and think that you're doing it the right way? Well, I actually wanted so badly to make him mad with my game. I wanted so badly to make him mad with my game. I bet everybody in the studio really appreciates Matt. You know, it's like Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for? I'm thankful for Matt for ruining our game and creating a lot of negative publicity for our game for no reason. Thank you, Matt. Thank you so much.
Say because of ma'am's pronouns. So Matt openly states that Matt set out to create a game to upset people who don't want games focused on gender superiority and identity politics. Ma'am has said nothing about setting out to create a beautiful, inspiring, or interesting, or exciting game, and Ma'am seems to only talk about setting out to upset people and get Elon Musk's attention.
Yeah.
If you look at
cute
games that are just widely celebrated and just beloved, you generally see developers and artists and writers talk about how they want to create something great for someone. They talk about their passion. They talk about
they want to do something that's positive, and they want to create something positive, not make a random billionaire that you don't like mad. So stupid.
Their inspirations. Really celebrated games that people genuinely love and enjoy. Those games, you do not see the developers going on these childish tantrums and political tirades about wanting to upset people.
On Blue Sky.
So I ask you as the gamer, do you want to play a game that was designed by someone who hates you and who wants to make you angry? I don't know about you, but
I did for 20 years.
I do not want people like that making my video games.
Main system.
Secondly,
Activating combat
this
mode.
ma'am is openly racist against what he calls
Commence
white
mission.
people.
Destroy all the birth warships.
Code 1-5. Intruder detected. Sharing all base personnel. Commencing threat evaluation.
Feel very strong.
I'm on standby near Harloff, buddy. Patch me in. I'll gauge the situation on your end before I jump in.
Code 5. Target for termination confirmed.
That's a planetary closure administration received. Engage.
Skills, their talents, none of that matters. The only thing that matters is their skin color. And that really infuriates me. It is something that I will be fighting against.
It's crazy how, like, we had it made. We really did. Like, back in the Halo 2, Halo 3 days, you go, like a fighting game, like, get together.
Target for termination approaching warship.
Estimated threat range 3 to 4. Contain the target.
Everything was totally fucking fine until these weirdos. That's the issue. Like, the one racist got everybody calm down.
Hey, buddy. I've taken out the relay mast. That takes care of their external comms for now. Keep moving.
I was the only white person
4 targets
in the Halo
left.
2 Just the way it is. Welcome to fucking Texas. Yeah.
More. Because our grandparents and our parents have fought too damn hard for decades so that we can have a good life. So that we can have easier lives.
Yeah, like, bro, I sat in Xbox lobbies with people across the world. I did that for a reason, bro. I put in that time.
Better than what they had in the past. And people like Matt Hansen are destroying all of that hard work. I'm going to show a tweet here on the screen. So you'll see by Matt Hansen's message. By expressing this message, what he's actually saying is that you do not deserve attention. You do not deserve to be part of the game. And this is a mentality.
This is what normal people that don't have mental health problems think.
A philosophy that we have to fight.
AP at 50%.
I want to inspire people to work towards something great. And what Matt Hansen is doing is he's trying to tear people down. He's trying to destroy people.
Isn't he himself white? A lot of people that don't like people, they have our deep white. because it's something that, like, you know, their great grandfather did. And so they
Code
have like
5,
this
target confirmed.
need to like prostrate
to intercept.
themselves and
External comms are out.
publicly
What's going on?
bemoan the fact that they're this skin color. And
Looks like you're doing just fine, buddy. I'm keeping them busy,
so,
but
like,
they're
if
working
people
fast.
didn't like the fact that he said that,
Don't expect the comms blackout to hold for long.
because he's in an echo chamber of people that think that
3
way,
heavy
he
warships to
thinks
go.
it's normal. So it's actually not really even an opinion that I think he shares. Because like, fire him and replace him with a black person just because the person's black, he'd be filing a lawsuit. So he doesn't really believe this. He doesn't really think this, right? And this is what a lot of people do, right? They're always generous with other people's money, and they don't have to live with the consequences of their own virtue. And people like him love to talk this big game and be magnanimous. Oh, well, we care.
Code 5, intruder detected.
Threat
level 4, handle it.
Now that's that's what he is.
And I will not stand.
Oh, that's there's like a racial, like for a person like this, a virtue signaler, there's a racial tier list. And so like there's some races
Two repair kits remaining.
right? Like, how could you make a tier list of races, but then not? It's the
Right-hand ammunition at 50%. Left-hand ammunition at 50%.
I'm sorry.
Left shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Black people are on their own merits and efforts, and that black people need assistance from a white savior in order to be successful. Matt is saying that he is the savior who will allow black people to be successful. That is what he is saying with this message.
Light shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Attention.
Yeah.
To make it clear, what Matt is openly advocating for is hiring based on skin color over talent,
It's against the law.
skill, and workplace suitability.
That doesn't
These are
sound
the
good.
hiring malpractices that led
Target
to
is
games
approaching
like Star
warship.
Wars Outlaws,
Open
Encore,
fire! Keep
Dragon
the
Age:
target
The
away!
Veilguard, and Assassin's Creed Shadows, and so
The
many
sad
others
thing is, this is the best example.
that we have seen absolutely fail because companies hired based on political agendas. If you follow them on Twitter, if you will echo their tweets, pronouns, you are not.
Two warships left.
So Matt is performing
Looks like you got them all, 621.
So whenever I read
You there, buddy?
stories that are written by these
Bad
people,
news.
they suck.
PCA's
And the
external
reason why
comms
they
are
suck
back
is because
online.
the people are boring.
They've got
and
warships
they're not
heading your way.
interesting, and everything
Hold out
everything
till I
about
reach you.
them is a carefully
There's the
constructed
catch. Resupply while you can, 621.
performance in order to appear as if they are part of the group. That's what people without imagination choose allegory. I think that these people don't even know what an allegory is.
seeking is behavior that's indicative of someone who is desperate for attention.
Yeah.
And he will elevate his or her or man's language
Enemy
to gain that
detected.
attention.
They're
at all
firing
costs.
from
And
above.
we will see this. This is just how it is. These people are very.
Code 5, target for termination approaching.
Handle it. Main squad will be here soon.
He's totally cooking here.
Duality.
you've got on the target?
Sean runs a YouTube channel.
Relaying system response.
YouTube channel. I am.
Corporate agency V4 Russian. Independent mercenary rated. Data on the mercenary is being checked for discrepancy.
Strange bedfellows. Just means the corpse can't afford to choose.
Analyzing the enemy. Considering fossil content. One LC and an HC. One's agile, the other's a heavy hitter.
AP at 50%.
Sending report. System. Code 78. Threat level.
One PCA craft.
Code 780 received. System processing.
Confirmed. PCA craft destroyed.
Rates the more posts they make. And like you just know they're sitting there drinking like fucking typing this shit out.
I think a map. But there's
I'm
something here.
picking up
Matt
something.
says that
One repair kit
man
remaining.
wants to live
I've sent you a
in the
marker.
woods,
Yeah.
There's something there.
which is so odd to me because I grew up in rural mountain areas. I spent as much time as I can as from those environments, and I have never met a single person
It's underground.
who looks or acts.
What?
This is not.
What is that thing?
Who's wrong?
Is that another PCA weapon?
This call response. There's no pilot. It's an autonomous sequence.
I can't get a read on it. This is bad. Just focus on staying alive, 61.
Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Not that coffee, relax. Put the lid on that. Well, all the Infinity Stones. That was close. I think I almost messed up there.
The guy's weird in that way. Yeah, it's funny. It's really funny for me to see. What a weird guy. What a weird. Yeah. Oh man, which one? Obviously this guy. No, I like Circron Studios. Like I think his videos are fucking great. I'll link you guys the video.
Repeat,
That
you
was
made-
a video earned my subscription. Yeah, I loved it, man. And Timu Tectone. That's one way to say it, right? I mean, I'm not, you know, that's one way to say it. Same? Yeah, I guess so. He looks just like he tweets. I mean, hey. Matt lives in the woods. His wife was in the kitchen cooking free meals for him. I don't know about that. I don't know if he's married. If he is, that poor woman. But anyway, yeah. What a weird guy, man. What a weird ass guy. And look at Brandon Herrera's ATF video. What do you do? Is he a video about this shit? Where's that? Twitter? Let me see. What's he up to? He just put this out. Nah, this is about something else. You gotta link it to me on my Reddit, and I'll look at it and pull it up, man. But yeah. Since when do you use sensitive social issues tag? My contact at Twitch
Arena
was
combat
like, bro,
aptitude evaluation.
can you make sure to use this tag? Because let's be real, right? You do it all
Main
the time.
system.
And I'm
Activating
like,
combat mode.
it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's a trigger warning. Yeah, it's not for games. Well, I told him, I was like, listen, I'm gonna just put it on all the time. I feel like that's complaints, and then wow. It's gonna be really soon, guys.
Target destroyed.
I'm gonna link y'all the video again.
Concluding evaluation.
But this was
Well
really
done.
funny for me to watch. Like, it's just so fucking hilarious for me to see this guy and these people do it. Not gonna do it for PoE 2. I think I need to. Are they gonna have like drop shit where like if you gift subs, you get something? I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Steam is trying to basically, like, a lot of people need to understand this, is that when Steam has something, when like a company does something stupid and it's on Steam, people blame Steam for it. Like, whether they deserve it or not, they're the ones that are getting blamed. Because the person doesn't understand, like, oh, it's the publisher or whatever. They're going to immediately blame Steam because that's the website they're working with. And so Valve is, and Steam is trying to do whatever they can to not be held accountable for these stupid and greedy decisions of certain publishers.
Arena combat aptitude evaluation.
Right, because publishers sometimes
Main system activating combat mode.
Because they're kind of bad. And they have
at 30%.
Target destroyed. Concluding evaluation. Well done.
the Californian law. There was all of the stuff with the big class action lawsuits, and that was all Valve responding to external stuff. But
Yeah, of
here,
course.
this is Valve designing their own game, changing the rules, and it's all about the battle passes. And this was first modeled by So what they've done is they've changed their policies on how season passes work. And for the sake of simplicity, so that we all understand what Valve actually means, here is how Valve defines them. A pack of current and future content, brackets DLC, that customers can buy with a single purchase.
That's really broad. Because what is content
Main
even?
system activating
That could
combat
mean
mode.
like skins. Yeah, because I mean, are skins content for a game? I would say they're content. Yeah, for sure they are. That's massive.
AP at 50%.
Target destroyed.
The volume is low.
Concluding valuation. Well done.
Sell it. And that means we get robocalls, we get spam, and even worse, security vulnerabilities.
Yeah, I had it
especially the
turned
likes of
down.
social engineering. And when big corporate data leaks happen, as they
Better?
often
Yeah,
do,
okay, good.
that data often ends up with the brokers. And that's where Incogni.com/belly their news is a superpower, and it is so simple.
Yeah.
We've actually got the legal right to have our data taken down, but that takes hours, and there's nothing stopping that data from
It's
being
crazy that like you need a service like this. It should just be the law.
collected. So what Incogni does is it scans the brokers,
insane.
it automatically sends takedown requests, it adds you to suppression lists, and best of all, it constantly rescans to keep your data down. So here's my Incogni
too loud?
dashboard. You
Okay.
can see 114 sent, 8 in progress, 106
Arena
completed,
combat
and
aptitude
121
evaluation
suppression lists. And that means those brokers will
Main
not
system
be collected.
activating combat
And
mode.
you can add up to 3 emails and home addresses.
Target destroyed.
Detail these things.
Concluding evaluation.
All DLC
Well done.
included in the past. So this and for each of the 4 DLCs that are included, there must be a basic description of the content included in each pass. Valve says, and by the way, I'm reading their policy document here. For example, the first content release might be the Glitterlands expansion, new area to explore, 2 new weapons, and new enemies. Valve's document goes on to say it's not a DLC. The season pass. They say that information
Okay,
about
that
the
makes
content in the
sense.
DLC
Sure.
doesn't need to be detailed, so you can just say as a developer, new weapons, or 2 new weapons, or new zone. That is acceptable. You don't have to list the specific, like, itemized
Arena
things.
Combat
Now, they
Aptitude
also
Evaluation
say this is where it
Program,
gets big.
number
The
13,
expected
Rank
release date
C.
for each DLC,
Final evaluation.
Quarter and year, i.e. January to March 2025,
Main system
or
activating
season
combat
/year
mode.
is acceptable. Of course, a date emphasizes a supply, as for example,
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Target destroyed. This concludes C-Rank evaluation. Well done.
DLC to customers.
Wow. God damn, that's a lot. Holy shit. It's amazing, yeah. Oh my god.
Now, this is really good because, look, generally there would be some form of refund if a plan changed
Yeah.
substantially. But the thing that actually matters is, can you trust that refund? Is it backed up by Valve's own rules? Here, it is going to be backed up by those rules, and that matters. Now what we can do is take a look at some recent video games to see who passes these rules.
Yeah, the day
and
before.
Who fails.
That's the one that
the
happened.
devil is always in the details.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Star Wars Outlaws just came out.
Oh.
And it does actually pass. The reason why is they have clear descriptions of the expected dates, there are clear expectations for the content, and there's a full list of everything that you get. Then
Right.
we've got Space Marine 2. It also passes the new test. Again, it's got all of the detail, even though they are just describing the cosmetic pack contents in generic terms. But then we've got Tekken 8. It actually fails the test. It violates Valve's rules. Now,
don't Tekken 8 players hate the game now? Like, I've heard that a lot of Tekken 8 players are, like, unhappy with, I guess, like, microtransactions and certain types of additions to the game that they've done. That's what I've heard a lot of, though.
Tekken 8 came under a hell of a lot of criticism from fans because of what is actually in its Season Pass. Now, actually, that's not why they failed the test here. Obviously, you're allowed to sell a Season Pass that's shit as long as it complies with the rules, but what they don't comply with is that while there is detail of the content available that fits Valve standards, there's no time frame, right? No time frame for delivery, and Valve are not letting developers sell undated promises in their store anymore.
Wow. So it's not just like something can be in early access purgatory forever. That's kind of a really big deal. Holy shit.
And we've got Stalker 2, which sadly fails on all counts here, actually.
Whoa.
The only thing that they describe whenever you purchase the Ultimate Edition is, quote, Season Pass, guaranteeing 2 additional expansions and any future DLC.
Sure.
Now, of course, detail-wise, Steam has left enough slack here so that as long as each DLC is labeled with new weapons, new enemies, new map, that would be acceptable. And that does mean that most developers are likely going to be fine on that front. And for the developers of Stalker 2, well, they basically just need to get their ducks in a row so that they are in compliance with this. Of course,
it's crazy how many abstract promises that developers have made and how long it's taken for this to actually happen. Because, like, this has been a problem for a long time now.
You say, on a personal level, I mean, I know that Stalker 2 has came out, it's had performance issues and all of that, but my god, like, very few games are developed
And also, like, another component for, like, what this is going to do is that if you make a service that is primarily putting customers first, like, so earlier today, some people might not have been watching then, but earlier today, I thought of the idea to try out something like this game, right? So this is a game that people said was like not letting people play it because of DLC. Well, I downloaded the entire 90 gig file, and then I find out that in order to play the game, I have to log into a Ubisoft account. I immediately uninstalled it. Like, I wish Steam would make it a rule that if you want your game on Steam, you cannot require a log